So the other day coming to work in my S Type R, I had restricted performance, I had no throttle pedal, various lights on the dashboard, diagnosed it as either the throttle body or the ECU. Really hoping and praying it's not the ECU. Both parts Jaguar keep in stock, so they must be pretty common. I'm going to start with the cheaper option, the throttle body. I know it's a common fault. The part I'm replacing is a 5th time they've superseded the part number, so I'm going to check when I get this one off whether it is the superseded part or one of them. So we need to get stuck in. So this is my engine bay. My throttle body is down there. So I've got to take my Caldoofy intake off. If you want to see how I made this, I did it in a previous video. I'll put a link up here. So I need to take all of that off. In order to get that off, I've got to take the scuttle panel off and the strut brace which runs across there. So wipers have also got to come off. They are 13mm nuts, so a couple of 30mm nuts, pull them off. I've got some torque screws under here. There's supposed to be covers on these. You can see the covers there. I'm missing a load of them. And then these clips here, you push the middle in and then the actual clip comes out. Once you have that removed, you're left with this. So under here we can see the wiper motor. This is your strut brace, which mine is very corroded. Yeah, cabin filter over in the far corner there. We're not interested in any of that. We need to get this brace off. 2 13mm there, 3 13mm there, and 2 13mm on t'other end. Right, now that that's out of the way, we are going to undo my intake pipe. Now that's all off, that can come away. And there is our throttle body, held on with 2 plugs. I've already undone the 2-pin one there. There's a 4-pin, I think it's a 4-pin plug that side. I'll show on the new one in a moment. There's 4 8mm hex bolts that go down through there. There's also 2 coolant pipes on the back. So if I go and grab the new one, it'll be easier to show you. So here we are with the brand new part from Jaguar themselves. And you can see the holes for the 4 bolts. There's one there, one there, one there, one there, and 2 coolant pipes. So, okay, so we've got old throttle body, new throttle body, and a new gasket. Now, I did try and find the Jaguar part number stamped onto the throttle body, but I can't find it. So there is a part number. I can get that to stand up, sort of there. So you've got this number stamped on the side here, and the top number is identical apart from that last bit, BE, Bravo Echo, whereas this one is BD, Bravo Delta. Now I don't know if the part numbers work the same way as Volkswagen. I know with Volkswagen they change the letter at the end every time they supersede it. Had that with the throttle pedal on my Golf. So that would make sense as well. E is the 5th letter of the alphabet, so I'm going to assume that this has had a replacement part and that it was the supersession before this one. So we just need to fit it now. Obviously, like I said, I've got a new gasket. Always replace your gasket, even though the one I've got on here has only done 1,000 miles. This was done when I did my supercharger. Don't need that, we'll fit that one. Okay, we are all back together. I haven't put the scuttle panel and the brace and everything back on because I broke plug, just this one here, but I have put the pins in, so I know they are. I've put the pins back in the way they go, so I know that bit it should work, but I'm going to order one of those because I don't really want to drive it without the plug on it. So what we're going to do for a self-learn is key in the ignition and ignition on. I'm just going to leave the ignition on for 30 seconds. Okay, and then we should be able to start her up. The idle might be a bit high to start with, just while it's learning. I mean, we're cold and we're at about 1200 RPM, so it's about normal. She's running smooth. Time will tell. I'll need to drive the car to find out if it's fixed. And it may even have only been that one, it may have only been a one-off, we don't know. But yeah, so thanks for watching. Any comments, hit me up in the boxes below, and I shall see you next time.